Albert Ford say government dey work now for say train begin work back na salon. People na Kisi Road by Loxley and Huggins Street east of Freetown don confirm say na 3 people been damaged after wey one 5-story building for don Tuesday May 26 this year na dem community. And today inside the program, we go talk to the Executive Secretary, Human Rights Defenders Network Salon, Alfonso Bani, and we also go talk to one expert in international relations, Mulku Suleiman Bangura. We go talk about the U.S. Salon agreement for make Salon be the hub for receive the 300 ECOWAS citizens them where them be deported from the United States.
Well, this plus others to them there for inside the program. Remember, say the listen we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and from we partner radio station them.
You dey listen we live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM na Freetown, Radio Shalom 89.5 na Koinadugu and Falaba District, Radio Malen 88.5, Radio 1J 11.3 na Pujon District, Radio Kolente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Moi 105.5 na Kailau, Vopad Radio na Watalo, Voice of Sando on 95.7 na Kono District, Voice of Karine na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro na Pujon District, Advocacy Radio na Potloko District, Radio Katbami on 106.7 na Tonko Limba, Art FM on 95.9 na Moyamba District, and Tongo Radio on 107.5 FM.
Well, from with different partner radio station, they would say thank you to them. Where they make una get we na different parts na the country, especially na the provinces. The program na Good Morning Salon, but at this time, on behalf of management and staff of Radio Democracy, where they say Idu Ada, to we Muslim staff them na Radio Democracy, and to all we listener out there, we don't listen to Radio Democracy and be part of a broadcasting space. At this time here, so at the moment for the Muslim them, and we know say this na the time when they can giving them best in terms of the different attire them.
Indeed, this is a very important moment for we Muslim brothers and sisters them across the world, more especially now Radio Democracy and Salon in particular, as this day now one of the most important day for the Muslims. Then we can normally say pray.
Okay.
You understand the Idu Adha because at the time this way we Sierra Leoneans them we don't go Mecca. They are able to reach one of the most important sites when Arafah, we say they go touch the stone and ask God for forgiveness and other things. And at today we go see a lot of them they kill sheep, without get the upper hand, kill cow, then they ask the Quran permits them for do. This is a very important day for them, and I believe say some of we colleagues and now they prepare at the various houses them for say they put on the nice attire and go give thanks to Allah for where it don't keep them for see them for see another pray day.
And this not so empty attire they can put on agbada they wouldn't see the crack. Anyway, we'll go hear from them and hope say they don't prepare as you say as later inside the program then go describe to we the difference how they how they prepare relation talek and how they self feel for the part of this journey. The program now Good Morning Salon, and inside the program now we they start to look at issue as we they take the first one inside the program. One Islamic motivator Suleiman Jallo say the importance of the Eid al-Adha celebration and for obey the command of Allah. He talked this in our interview with Radio Democracy. We're able to talk about the Eid al-Adha celebration when at today, May 27, 2026. Well, this Islamic motivator, Suleiman Jallo, talk more about this day to Mastan Sware inside this interview.
This Eid it come about from the story of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Ibrahim alayhi salam, we be say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be test them. Be get picking for a long time. Then it be there for ask Allah for Allah grant them picking. Then Allah be there for grant them picking is. But from the dua we be make, he say if Allah grant me picking, he say I the sacrifice that picking there for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah be there for give the picking them as times goes on. According to different reporters, then say the picking be reach 9 years. The other reporters then say the picking reach 13 years. Then say now the time where Allah revealed to them inside dream say you be say you the sacrifice you picking that now be a promise where you be give. And through that promise day, Allah said, then fulfill your promise. And Ibrahim alayhi salam be therefore go on for fulfilling promise. And Ibrahim alayhi salam be therefore go on and do this sacrifice for sacrificing Pekin. On the process way in the sacrificing Pekin, Allah be therefore replace Ismail alayhi salam with a ram. So he be therefore sacrifice the ram. So all about this Eid Yana for make we commemorate the sacrifice, the obedience of Ibrahim alayhi salam, and also for make we obey Allah, glorify Allah, thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Okay, so what are the importance of this Eid celebration?
Well, the importance of this Eid celebration now for obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for obey the command of Allah, and because even the sacrifice what they do during this Eid al-Adha, not for make we slaughter animals no more, but for make we obey Allah in command, and for make we be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, thank Him.
All right, so how Muslim them around the world for celebrate this Eid?
Wake up early, you perform the Fajr Salah, start your Eid with the Fajr Salah, and right after the Fajr Salah, begin the Takbir, although the Takbir don't begin now. When are the La ilaha illallah, the Takbir, when are the Allahu Akbar, and also the Tahmid, when are the Walillahi alhamd, that for thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So low increase in saying these words. So after the Fajr Salah, and for say this Takbir, we for start your day with winner Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. Increase in saying this. Say so much. After you don't say this, gonna also you prepare for the Eid. You start with by performing the ghusl, right? You perform the ghusl when at the janaba, you perform and well. And after you don't perform the ghusl, then the next thing we need for do, make sure you perform the ablution. But during the ghusl, if it's a bit perform the way you know go perform ablution again, it's okay. Then you can go direct now. You go wear your new clothes or clean clothes. If you not get new one, look the clean one will be say clean and in order to no chair. You understand? You put an on and you get a perfume if you're not a man. But the woman is not permissible for make you put perfume on. Then you go out there.
Now compulsory for make Muslim then kill animal on Eid?
For kill animal, now something will be say a highly recommended, and some of the schools in the Kasi, there is ikhtilaf again, differences among the school of thoughts them. Like we get the Hanbali, we get the Hanafis, you understand? Then say like the Hanbali, then say na compulsory, and then go to the Hanafi, then say so na I call there are differences there between them. Say the other one then say na sunnah for do, and the other one then say na compulsory, but they all agree say na a high act of worship we for do on that particular day for make we sacrifice upon everybody. We be say this person a Muslim, he getting 5 senses, and this person here and he get the money for do am, you understand? And this person for be an adult. This not the criteria the moody person forget for make you do the sacrifice.
All right, so which type of animal then we Muslim they can sacrifice on the day of Eid?
Okay, the animal then we recommended, they recommend camel, recommend cow, and they recommend sheep or goat. These are the only 4 animals. Then without this, no other animal no they can begin for substitutes them.
Now compulsory for wear new clothes for go pray, and also for woman them wear the makeup for go pray. What's Islam talk about that day?
Okay, concerning the clothes, because the day of Eid not a day of pride, not a day we be say we compete in wearing new clothes. You understand? Now a day we be say we are grateful to Allah, thank Allah, praise Allah, and through takbir other things. So that day no we are new clothes for saying that you get the best clothes. Any clothes where you get, if na a clothes where you get, when a clean clothes you get now also you go wear them. You understand? Not compulsory saying that for we are a new clothes. Whatever clothes you get, you go wear them. And for the one they wouldn't they go show and millions of clothes for making them boast to people then say then get better clothes, and they advise them for making them abstain from that. It's not bad for you get a million of clothes, you understand? But we are with obedience, not with pride, you understand? So that not go destroy the reward of the Eid. And again concerning the woman, the more they put makeup for go perform the Eid. And first of all, as a Muslim woman, for make you put up makeup, it gets some Sharia, it gets some ruling.
Well, inside our interview there, you will listen to our Islamic motivator Sulaiman Jallow. We will talk to Master Answari for Seka the Eid al-Adha today, as he will talk about the importance of this day for Muslim Day and thing they waiting for do as way for celebrate this day. The program na Good Morning Salon, and members say any side we they listen this edition of the program Good Morning Salon. You get a chance for ask question or make comment. Also you go send then concern the our WhatsApp line on 0779819181, or you go to Radio Democracy Facebook page, and also we Radio Democracy YouTube channel. Also you could drop any comment or message, but if you need to look at inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue as we mentioned one part of the headline story. Say today we go talk to the Executive Secretary for Human Rights Defenders Network, Salon Alfonso Bani. We go talk about CSO's position paper on the US citizens we the deport from America. Well, already we get Alfonso Bani in at the studio. Good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Good morning, listeners.
We also expect to be joined at the studio by international relation expert Mulkum Suleiman Bangura. We also go talk on the issue we discussed today. Well, if people can remember, Salon government, we signed an agreement with the United States government on the third country national agreement, which the United States government, the Salon government for receive over 300 deported West African migrants per year, every year. And this agreement, now one way, they allow the Salon government for receive about 25 deportees every month, and this agreement will last for about 1 year. The Human Rights Defenders Network, now a civil society body, where on the talk on human rights issues on this issue, together with other CSOs, pull a position paper, waiting the position paper they bought and waiting at the take on the issue of the ECOWAS citizens or the United States government deport, and the Salon government as per agreement for receive for the next 1 year. Make we get Alfonso Bani, Executive Secretary for Human Rights Defenders Network. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning once more, and good morning, listeners.
From that background, we agree with regard the issue of the U.S. citizens we deport, and this come about as an agreement with the United States government together with the U.S. government signed for receive third country national agreement. To start with, waiting on a makeup of the this agreement with Salon signed with United States government.
Well, we concerned that we express now we press release. We believe Sierra Leone gets the right and the responsibility for enter into agreement with any other country, bilateral agreement or multilateral agreements with states, non-state actors, and multinational corporations. As a sovereign state, they get the responsibility and the right for enter into agreements. But when we concern is where they enter into agreements, the agreements not for fall short of human rights, the respect to human rights issues. And so therefore, we not be see the agreement, we don't know the nature of the agreement, and because the agreement relates to the issue of deporting nationals from the host country, when are United States of America, to a third country where they need to go to their own country, now make a raise concern to we, because as human rights defenders, we get a responsibility for protect not only the rights of citizens in the country, but they also protect everybody's rights where they come within these shores and even beyond Sierra Leone.
Okay, so the Minister of Foreign Affairs inside different media engagement states some of the reason them. According to him, he described this process as a humanitarian one-way Salon they render, and he also emphasized most of the ECOWAS citizens, if you watch the origin of country one way or the other, it may be far way back, we don't also support Salon. What do you think about them point here we make?
The point they're not realistic to a greater extent, and with all due respect to the foreign minister, when I get high regards for her. We know look at them from the diplomatic point of view, we look at her from the human rights perspective. If America will get all the powers, get all the opportunities, they arrest them people in the United States of America. There is no reason for me they can pass them through Sierra Leone for go back at their country. They can't them put them in a plane, Now the same plane for put them. For carry them go, if na Ghana, then go there na Ghana. Then go there na Togo. Then go there na Senegal. Then go there na Nigeria. Then go there na Ivory Coast. Just within the ECOWAS country. But now, they bring Ghana a third country. And there is a reason. Now, when you look at the Refugee Convention, the 1951 Refugee Convention, and they talk about the principles of non-refoulement of refugees, of an individual don't go seek asylum. And when you talk about the principle of non-refoulement, it refers as to that anybody who don't go to a country for go seek asylum, you know, go return and back now in country of origin. That's one. And secondly, in the United States, most of them people who don't go to America, whether man or woman, they don't file in an application through the immigration department. Now, when they assess them claims only they present before the judge, where they arbitrate the immigration judges, where them weigh them cases, then they put them a status, an asylum-like status, what they refer to as withholding of removal. That withholding of removal means the judge of the immigration judge don't look at like your own case, just like you now. You don't present your case. Where the immigration judge don't assess the risk and the threats where they towards you if you go back to a country, that in more than 50% you are at risk if you go back to a country, that they put you as a withholding of removal. Now, that don't suggest it. You status in America if for day, and they're not going to send you back in your country of origin because of the high risk what the judge don't establish. But the laws in America, they prohibit the U.S. government for sending you your country of origin because the Refugee Convention don't tell you, say, they send back somebody in a country of origin, which is necessary, you will expect, say, it will go face persecution. But that law, that protection provision, under that withholding of removal, not they prohibit United States of America for send asylum seekers or deportees in a third country. So now that one day America use. So in other words, America they move away from being held accountable for breaching.
How you about to get this clarity or points where they make so? Because America this guy for being unaccountable. I don't now the basis I don't explain so. I don't tell you say the 1951 Convention on Refugees. The principle of non-refoulement, where they send a refugee back in a country where there is all evidence where they suggest that he will face persecution. So you don't go to send them. So America, now some of them people are, then they under that classified status of withholding of removal. We don't suggest it. The risk is high, and because the risk is high, you don't go send them. But then get the right for send them in a third party, like a third country. So if you send a third country, you don't remove the burden from you and the burden for saying I don't send that person that in your own country of origin. If you go face persecution or even death, you don't transfer now that responsibility to a third party state. We're not in this
Mr.
context.
Bani, just like what my colleagues say, we get the Foreign Affairs Minister here. We talk on this issue, and one of the things where he mentioned this thing, the people where they deport not get for do with immigration. These are people who maybe they live in the United States, but during their stay commit various crimes where the United States government consider for be threats to the country and decide for deport them back to Africa. But you they base your argument on immigration issue. But whilst the agreement state that these are people who maybe don't live in the country but commit various crimes.
All right. I answer you in two different contexts. It's unfortunate that we will not receive claims from all they followed the second Trump administration crackdown on immigrants in the United States of America. Even if they do arbitrations, we will not see evidence what they suggest. Most of the people when they go and arrest, round up, where they refer to them as criminals or drug gangs then, will not get that information suggest, even though they work with two partners in the United States. That's one. And the second thing is, if that one they are criminal people. The whole in America because of criminal activities. They say so they take criminal for Bianca in your country. So you, the foreign minister, they take criminals. People they commit crime.
But they don't describe them people as criminals.
Okay, people who don't commit crime. Law say they don't commit crime. Not so. Not to that you talk.
But it's a minor, not
minor crimes.
No,
crimes they consider for
whether man or whatsoever, it's a crime. Crime like crime. So we're not supposed to even hold people that will commit minor crimes. The fact is that the government of United States gets all the capacity for transferring people from America to the host country. Why did they bring them come through Sierra Leone? Now that's not for begin the question and see say there is something fishy and there is something illegal. But I want to get the context.
Sierra Leone na member of the ECOWAS community, and them set of people here so as describe them as ECOWAS citizens and we come out from countries like Ghana, Senegal, Guinea, Nigeria, and the likes. And according to the Foreign Affairs Minister, Sierra Leone, other countries they don't face a similar such issue. Sierra Leone has already they deport that they receive them in other countries in West Africa. So why not Sierra Leone?
What I try to tell you is that if Donald Trump send people in other country they receive them, Sierra Leone nothing say if I receive the same. And if law will get the thing into context. If we did also within a community, not because my neighbor do something, me say for do you look at good practice. This issue they try to talk about deporting refugees and people or asylum seekers, a day against international law. And mind you, Donald Trump administration, they don't rescind, they don't move away from almost all human rights treaties and conventions and protocols. It withdraw America from them. And so whether America is powerful or whatsoever, the human rights record under this administration is poor and it's bad. And Donald Trump in administration, they do dirty thing. We can they go do something. We can't do the dirty job, the dirty work for them. It is wrong. Even though Sierra Leone is poor, we for maintain with integrity. And it's unfortunate that you determine they say the foreign minister talk say now minor crimes then commit the OTF. Yesterday I've been there at Epic Radio. Somebody from the information ministry they say they don't do due diligence to the people they come. They don't commit no crime. In fact, they are peaceful citizens. That was his statement. And so, if I get this one back to me, it don't give me another information where there is who they ask for. Say there need be for me them publish thing for me to get this clarity, because if foreign ministry they talk information they bring this thing, there is uncertainty and there is no clarity. So we need clarity. Let them publish the agreement. Law we see what in this other agreement, what are the concessions, what are the guarantee what Sierra Leone don't put in terms of safety and security of the under where they come, what are the protection mechanism what don't they, and for me they allow human rights institutions therefore for interface with them people where they come, make we engage them and discuss with them and know what's in the situation.
So in your form of understanding this issue or IUCM is that you don't see any need at all for let alone for me agree to such agreement? Accepting ECOWAS citizens from America, let be the place outside who can stay after they don't deport them.
In fact, there's no need because ECOWAS citizens, where people they go, they don't pass through Sierra Leone for go America.
You think say all of them points where they make the Ministry of Foreign Affairs not get understanding on them?
I'm not the suggest they not get understanding, but the reason because probably it can be an oversight and that make with the reason. A number of issues don't happen with government, successive government, both the current government and the previous government. Would they raise issues and engage and they talk say, oh yes, will not be noticed this, but I think say would they, and that make the blank up to their attention. Okay. Maybe they can do their job. Not to all man get forget the time for go look at international regulations if you want going to agreements. That's the role of the Human Rights Commission. Also, some of them kind of agreement they have before they even go. They also need for bring the Human Rights Commission for give them professional advice, because that's the role of the Human Rights Commission for advise government on the impact of some of their agreement, the laws and treaties the way they sign, the human rights effects or the impact of the entity. That's the role again of the Human Rights Commission.
Okay, continue for day with you as we'll come back to you. We'll talk about the inhuman treatment on a status on a list. We want to say some of them people might go through the program, they continue, if they listen to the executive secretary, Human Rights Defenders Network Salon, Alfonso Pani, maybe they raise concern we didn't get for SECA, the USA Salon agreement, for let alone be the hub for deport but 300 ECOWAS citizens from Common America for Kayaso. Also we get another policy, we get concern on this particular agreement. And at this time, they welcome one expert in international relations, Moluko Suleiman Bangura, where he said go talk or raise some of the things them we didn't get as concern on this particular issue. Good morning and welcome to the
Good morning,
program.
Sir.
Good morning, Salon.
Good morning, sir, to you, and thank you for getting me here.
Okay, happy Idu Ada.
Yes, sir, thank you. You as
Okay,
well.
so you just all listen to a like-mind guest also with there, and we say get the same concern like you as an international expert on relations on issues like this. When are some of the first thing that we can in mind where you is a Salon don't get an agreement with United States of America for allow ECOWAS citizens for letting deport them come now as well?
Okay, thank you for that question. My own position, and I don't speak about this on Sister Radio, it is clear that I think the third country national agreement is not a new thing. We don't see other countries and don't sign such agreements with other nations. For example, the US gets similar agreements with Canada, and Albania gets similar agreement with Italy. And currently, we see the US don't sign that same agreements there with 5 other African countries and other countries in North and South America. It's not a new phenomenon. It's not a new thing. For me, I don't get issue with the whole third country national agreement. I don't have problem with it, and I don't get problem with Sierra Leone being part of that agreement with United States. And me, based on the question where you're asking me, biggest concern where I don't voice out before and I don't amplify them before, now the fact that number one, why 1.5 million? That money is small, extremely small. For 300 people who take 1.5 million, it's too small. If Rwanda, they get $7.5 million for 7 people, basically now on average $1 million for one person, right? For just process one person and send them back to a home country. If Eswatini, Ghana, they get $7 million. Why they would take 1.5 million? It's too small. That's like a drop in the ocean. The US, the United States, they can afford it. We should have negotiated for more money for process. Now, if I would take 300, come on, 1.5 million. That's like they can't, put some constraints, in your limited resources for processing people here and send them back on their home country as the agreement say. Right, so that's the main critics, and the second critic is the fact that the MOU seem to be signed under a shroud of secrecy. Right, some of them things the government owe it to its citizens for making them understand. You know why we they get all this? Everybody's up in arms. We get all these questions asked. All this hula baloo. Now because a lot of people. What's the minister for don't do first? Now they do last so now. It's basically firefighting. Like when they count that MOU, they bring them to parliament, discuss them, open all thing to let people and see. Even the bidding, the canvas solutions, we didn't see any international bidding for it, right? None of them. Even when I would say they appoint IOM based on what? Right? It was too close to their chest during the negotiations. And for me, it will raise a lot of questions. Even if you get good intentions, but if you keep them too secret, you raise a lot of questions. So then for them make an open, make people see what's inside the MOU, make people like parliament, then go debate them, and make them agree and disagree on certain things, make it come out before they agree and sign. Perhaps then for we don't get an interjection right there in a parliament, so no, that money is small, and increase that money, right? But overall, I have no problem with the Sierra Leone government signing that TCNA. I have no issues with it. The only thing is, except for them things I had all this to ask me on criticism.
So in terms of you saying that the minister for don't follow some right procedure then, but again, according to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, this is a diplomatic agreement where Salon get involving too many procedure and process for the delay as other countries they already don't accept and don't they receive their own set of deportee way for go to them.
This is the first time we are negotiating from a position of power with the United States. When you negotiate with the big brother, you're not the small brother, you hardly get position of strength. You're hardly coming from a position of strength. Most of the time, a bully, they can bully you. They can't present something to you, say, take a, if you not take a left. You understand? But this is the first time we are negotiating with the United States from a position of power. And within an mean, it give you leverage. If you're negotiating from a position of power, you can tell them wait. You can tell them increase the price. You can tell them we have our own internal processes, allow us to go through it, and then we'll come back to you at a certain date. You have control. You have the power for lead the conversation. You have the power for lead the way the conversation to go. So the minister for don't simply tell and say, look, we have our internal processes. Let's take this to Parliament. Let at least the opposition take a voice. Let people in here waiting what they're about to do. Because whether we like it or not, they are going to be affected. Then they know, then they see, then they hear, and find, make them can start asking questions when we get to go all over again for start telling them which we don't do, which we don't sign. And that is what they have to do. And we will not see them they do.
So you think there's a low level of vulnerability? Look at how much we depend on other countries, them like USA and other international donor them for really give we that space they for states say no, una wait, let we follow this rightful procedure. You think there's a level of vulnerability for allow we for able to make that decision there?
Yes, they need us. Like I say, now only 5 countries in Africa actually accept this deal from the United States. So which means they were scrambling for countries and for participants, for taking them people there. So Nigeria refused. There are other countries the way they approach really refused. So they needed somebody for acceptance citizens. And Donald Trump, he don't actually, what can I say? They don't use him power for subjectory, for push you into a position of saying anything I present or not, I take. So he needs us in this particular case, in this situation. So we had a leverage. Yes, we for don't tell and say just wait, just give you 1-2 weeks. Let we do your internal processes, and then we can get back to you as a country, and then we can move forward. They would have waited.
You think the entire negotiation was done in haste?
Yes, based on which we get so now, because Mr. Gbani, I understand important society come up from, and he mentioned clearly say then for don't involve some human rights aspect to it, make them ask questions, right? The questions now he's asking, they're valid question, but if then we don't come with a parliament and they don't allow citizens and all these guys for ask questions, then for don't give them the answers. Now we know for to do this. Now we just understand the whole process and say, okay, we know. Then we don't tell we get a say in this, and this is how it's going.
You described, say, the negotiation it was done in haste. If so, you sense anything why the government of Salone will go into this agreement without following due process, as you mentioned earlier? You sense any reason for that?
I can only assume. I don't get facts. But I can only assume, say, the government is attempting to mend the relationship with the United States, especially with this administration. So it's no secret that this administration, led by Donald Trump, not get very cozy relationship with the Sierra Leone government. I mean, it's no secret. Let no begin hide themselves. Islam a partial ban last year on Sierra Leoneans. And just this year, early this year, with the EVM in 6 months, Islam a full ban, and that's for me, it's scary. That's for me a warrant any government, especially the government of Sierra Leone, for be wary and be worried. Let me give you the reason why then for be worried. On the one hand, the US don't slam that ban the Paris, and means say Sierra Leoneans cannot go to the United States any longer. The one the way in DV cannot go. The one the way don't get scholarships for go study in the United States cannot go, and the one the way for go do medical checkup every year. They get doctors and the way they get a medical checkup with every year for go to the colonoscopy. They can't go. They are at risk of dying or at risk of spending twice the amount for going out of that country. The one the way for go see their family. Families right now are threatened because for the past 1-2 years they cannot go to the US for go see their wives, for go see their husbands, for go see their significant other, for go actually connect with families. They can't see their kids. They're not there for years. They're not see their kids. They're struggling, and the pressure is on the government also for say, what are you doing for mend this relationship with the United States? On the other hand, the US is investing over $1.5 billion. A lot of people don't know this, but let me can clear. Let just explain this. There is a private citizen at this country, not to Sierra Leonean, okay, Don't they on this project, the Nant Power project, for over 13 years is looking for funding. Nobody not willing for fund them. All the funders are come then pull back. This is Sierra Leone is a highest country. We cannot invest in your country. And then he went to the DFC and said, look, I have this project finance. It's going to bring it help this country in terms of energy issues. We can power this country, the first LNG combined cycle power plant. I need money. They gave us over $292 million, right? I trust them on the government. I trust them right? And then EBID also then contribute part of that money. In essence, $418 million private investment, not to grant, not give government, nobody not involved there. Then give a private investor, say, can put on a Sierra Leone, can build the Nant Power project. In addition, the $490 million compact and are granted the Sierra Leone government for help. This is all from the US government. So, commodity, go to the $150 million LNG MOU where Karim Nasser go sign now Rwanda with KKY. You know that LNG they can't do for you? LNG they need to use for power and combined cycle power plant. In addition, this Afri-gas we use now is NP gas. Now importing gas and it's quite expensive from other LNG plants. We they can't get with you now, we they can't see them. Now we see now we water. With that LNG they can't begin give you that this Afri-gas all in we don't need for importer again now. We they produce them. Right, and then guess what? We they even sell them to mining companies like the rutile, when they use the LNG and so for process the metals them. Basically, LNG is going to change the economy. They can't put on this country. So all the investments there, so that's the trade-off for not mending the relationship with the United States because we go lost them.
You think saying that one reason make the United States force Sierra Leone for accepting? I go
from my own position. I go posit
because of their support. Yes,
that's my assumption. Vicariously, yes.
So what of the visa ban? In any way, things say Salon accepting this deportee deal now one way of making a pathway for America begin consider and uplift the visa ban with on Salon?
Well, based on what Donald Trump say, before he banned with the first time, he say repeatedly Sierra Leone don't refuse to accept its citizens. That's what he said. Sierra Leone refuse to accept its citizens. Now, for the longest time, right, the United States don't struggle with immigration challenges, with migrant challenges, right? Sierra Leoneans and people in the, first of all, you get non-Sierra Leoneans and we get to passports where they go inside the United States and go seek asylum. I mean, it happened all the time. We get also Sierra Leoneans in the where they go there for go seek asylum, but they not get proper documentation. According to the US, right, the borders asked them for the past couple of years, the struggle really they get is the US immigration and border patrol, they are underfunded. They're not able to connect with other nationals or other nations, other countries for verify the stories, the identity of most of the asylum seekers there.
So in any way, this deal not go up, for clear the, ban we already there. Things the government accept as this are the first step.
That's it. That's exactly what I posited. I build the premise for position. Okay. Yes, because Donald Trump says I don't talk and say we don't refuse to accept citizens there. And the reason why that because we can say you not Sierra Leone. We say no, not a Sierra Leone person. It's a Nigerian. They talk. The book in the pidgin language. But it get a passport. You understand? So all the challenges there. So be done the day, and we say we know they take their citizen in there. So it be difficult. So Donald Trump say okay. Until now, take on a citizen, and see this. Even the first time we come, it almost banned we. That first come between 2017, it almost banned we, but a movie from that banned, but it won we. It said let we take the citizens there because they lack the resources for actually identify and confirm the authenticity of their statements here where asylum seekers and then migrants here the state say. You understand? And so the one that will be at the border and take the citizen there. So that was a challenge we don't get all along. But now there is this TCNA. We're kind of like, for me, I feel like it's a better deal. The deal is basically written in the public. When I take the citizens there, ECOWAS citizens, when I host them for 2 weeks, and then when I start the repatriation process back to their home country, right? That's the deal. We take them, processed in Ayaso, puts in our hotels, pay for the hotels, pay for them processing, and then repatriates them back to the home country. Because that's actually the idea, and that's the objective of that agreement. I mean, that's a fair deal. My only problem is 1.5 million too small.
Okay, continue for those who inside the program. In case you just joined me, you're listening to one expert in international relations, Moloko Suleiman Bangoa. We get concerned about the USA Salon, the party deal. USA Salon don't agree for accept, but 300 ECOWAS cities in the way America they deport for Salon. We also get between the studio Executive Secretary Human Rights Defenders Network, Sierra Leone Alfonso Bani. We also get concerned on this particular agreement. You listen to the program Good Morning Salon. They come to inform the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We will bring this edition come to you this morning. Minas up to you, Kalon.
And Adeyemi Jackson, the program Good Morning Salon, the continuing inside the program, we will look at another issue. Also, we go to court. One High Court Judge Justice Mark Giba don't sentence 140-year-old Lansana Kuruma for go 40-year jail. For sake of we court find him guilty, say they sell Jamba and Kush with the against Salon law. Well, for more on this, make we join with reporter Theodora Rena.
Drug business now one big social issue we don't tranga for feds na the country. And this store unbug plenty young man and woman them na Salon. And even with Section 8 of the National Drugs Control Act, they against where people can keep and sell kush, jamba, and other drug them. People still continue for sell to young man and woman them. One pandem people here, now one Lansana Kuruma where police been caged. They sell jamba and kush, where make police been charged and we get for do with unlawful possession of drugs, dealing with prohibited drugs, where they against Section 8 of the National Drug Control Act. And according to the case file, this convict inside October last year in Freetown, police been catch defendant with 90.9 gram of jamba and 90 gram of kush. Joseph Stephen, when the forensic analysis been testifying at court, after we he don't do laboratory test on the substance, we then found the convict in hand. Also, he been found not say, na jamba and kush. The convict been answer before the court, so they charge them, and agree say, he don't they sell kush and jamba for 3 months now. And after we the prosecution closing case on this matter, the accused been tell the court say, he go want to rely on his statement where he make na police, where he dey pass in judgment. Justice Mageba na High Court talk say under Section 17 of the National Drug Control Act of 2008, the convict been get a responsibility for prove lawful authority for sake of where he gets then drug then yeah. And after where he don't consider all the evidence the way they before and pan this case, Justice Mageba sentenced the convict when Lansana Kuruma for go 10 year pan count 1 and 30 year pan count 2, where all make a 40 year. With support from Fatou Nyanji Pakpa, Mina Theodora Arena the report.
Message or comment to the number 0779819181, or you go to Radio Democracy Facebook page and be part of the program. And also you can also get we Radio Democracy YouTube channel. Also you get the chance for send message, comment, or any concern we get for different issue that we look at inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon. Now that time for go for a break, and after that the program they continue.
Bloomberg Digital Banking don't come for we.
I said so. You look stressed so.
Nah, banker they won't go so.
Me sister, go digital.
Digital?
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital Banking. Just tap, click, swipe and send money, receive money, check your balance, pay your bills and get quick loans before Jacko cuts your eye.
But Abula fly.
Well, bring your phone.
Not so easy and quick.
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital, you can bank with freedom any side na the world. Your money is safe and secure. Also, you can do business and transfer money instantly by your currency across Africa. Quick one with Colats.
Wow! As from today, call me Isa to Bloomberg Digital. And they could tell all me party them for join Bloomberg Digital Banking.
Go ahead and download our digital banking app. from Google Play Store and Apple Store or visit any of our branches for further details. For no more, you can visit we website bloombankafrica.com. Bloombank Africa. Let's make it happen.
You bland taste ice cream and you no feel like an ice cream? No worry again, because Blue Moon ice cream don't come for you.
Blue Moon ice cream na salon that they make am, and it get different flavor them like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, almond, bubble gum, plain yogurt, chocobar, ice pop, and different other flavor them.
E available na all supermarket and we shop there na Sanders Street, Wellington Street, Wilkinson Road and Waterloo. Sef, we work man at the waka with the push cart they sell. Na salon the factory day when they make this ice cream here. So, get better taste with Blue Moon ice cream. It's refreshing and they give you more satisfaction.
For more information, you can call we on 077-633-633. Blue Moon ice cream, the taste of happiness.
The program now Good Morning Salon, and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program, we come over to with studio guest, one of our studio guests, Wena Alpha Zombani, Executive Secretary, Human Rights Defenders Network, as well as one party body. Then we get position paper on the issue of the U.S. deportation from United States to Salon. Earlier on, when we talked to Mulcom, international relation expert, it described the agreement as a better deal. But Una, as human rights defenders, Una gets a position, Una gets a concern. What's not this concern we Una get on a deal where somebody, when an international expert describe as a better deal?
Well, Lord put it into context. Somebody will look at this deal from the economic perspective, what is Sierra Leone for benefit economically, say it's a good deal. From the human rights lens, it's not a good deal, because even if they get 100 million, it's how this thing turn. It just like way you work like na NRA. You hear me? NRA now they receive beaucoup tax payment them. You can't pull them, can't give you like 500 million. You pull 300 million, put it in your pockets. It's a fair process. You get 300 million, you send to the government 200 million. But the fair process economically, you don't earn yourself good money. But legally, you don't breach the law. You don't corrupt. Now that scenario they've been cancelled now. Legally, there is a breach of the law. You don't already commit corruption crime. You don't embezzle the state resources. So now, like this deal, from the human rights perspective, it is not a good deal. It is wrong because you put the life of citizens at risk over money. That is the impact. And no amount of money, no day, where they buy human being, where they pay for somebody, the risk or the dangers or the consequences of waiting there for reach at a particular time where you know even the day. Okay. And that's the concern we will get. And so, except if the country, the government, they tell we say, that then people where they come, they know they send them back in their host country, and we say them reasonably believe that anyone per them, if you go back in their host country, if they go through prosecution, then automatically the Sierra Leone government gets a responsibility for make that person a citizen and allow them for operate and live there. That's our concern. Now that make even mention in we own for anyone who know the go, waiting at the government in position. Waiting at the take, waiting at the safeguard and protection for the one that we get for there, we not get for continue at all. And I'm so happy that even Mr. Bangla, when they present the case, that the capacity of the immigration department is so heavy, it is so low that they not get that capacity for verify some of the claims where them people they make, where they go down asylum. And some them go there, say they get Sierra Leone passport, but then they talk pidgin language. So the responsibility of them passport and now the burden of the government. When you get an immigration department in Sierra Leone, know they verify just the issue passport fitifata, the burden lies on the government. So they have to own up that burden there. But it don't forbid at the detriment of the life of other nationals because of who you own faults or who you own irresponsible behavior for go make others foreign nationals or sister countries then citizens for suffer the consequences of your behavior. So the fact is that, in the first place, the deal may be good for the government, but when you look at the human rights point of view, the deal is not a good deal.
For get things clear, Mr. Bani, in any way, this agreement violate the human rights aspect of the people here?
Of course, as long as they fall within the category of asylum seekers.
How they violate
refugees. And I don't make reference to the 1951 refugee convention when they talk about the principle of non-refoulement. And I make a say this third country, now ECOWAS citizens, Donald Trump get the opportunity for pull them and they take them direct to them country. Direct to them country. If he believes say they want to get commit minor crime, but they don't go do it because then they breach the law. Now Sierra Leone, they can't do the dirty job, the dirty work for America.
So in another words,
just because we want money, just because we want made a lift travel ban on we at the expense of the lives of other foreign nationals.
So in your words, you can make it clear what you mean by the dirty job which alone they do, accepting then ECOWAS deported and they from America for Kaya.
I don't make it simple, I go see repeat again. In America, then when you go through immigration, we don't seek asylum. The immigration judges they analyze your claim we don't make. And then claim that the way they see say you claim we put is so heavy that the risk of you going back to your country is so high. Then they put you in an asylum-like status, what they refer to as withholding of removal. The withholding of removal, no, they allow the United States government for sending you that individual in your host country. But if they give, not prohibit again the same United States government for sending you in a third country. So if they send them to we can't send them in your host country. Now we they do the dirty job for America. What thing they don't want to do, now we for can't do them. It is wrong.
But these are agreements we're not to just alone comply with other countries them as well. You think they all in fact tell you the state so according to the 1951 Refugee Act of Convention, they're not aware of them?
My sister, I don't know whether they're aware of whatever. When something wrong, if you wrong yesterday, it wrong today, it wrong tomorrow. Not because another country do them. It's not only the 1951 convention on refugees. We also get the 1967 protocol on the status of refugees. We get a resolution by UN General Assembly where they put resolution, resolution 2198 on the where they adopt now the General Assembly on also the status of refugees. So all that here, some of them here they don't I know they blame some state governments on some people because certain time when you want to do a treaty of them kind of day, you get the right for do a research. For look into if this agreement where they go to, it they breach some of their international protocols. It could be an omission. You hearing me? It could be an omission. But that don't necessarily mean say they will not go hold them accountable because you have the responsibility for doing research before you go into agreement. So therefore, what you would say is what's wrong for the United States government for take them people there, can them go back in their host country, than bring and come to Sierra Leone for make Sierra Leone go facilitate them go and back to the country. What's wrong, really?
So
that's the question.
So the Human Rights Defenders Network in any way will not be the pre-engagement of the minister. Why not come out with all in concern here? Because if you look at now, the deal has been signed. I doubt if there's anything there for say let them go back. Now the drawing board and put
we cannot come. We don't come out with a statement if we not know which are the.
We don't ever get a clue.
We don't ever get a clue of the agreements. So. We will follow up the discussion, the engagement. So we assume say whatever agreement they make in public. Now just because we see now, then people that don't come, and we follow up with colleagues and partners in the United States for make we know what thing they go on and how this thing go, and that make we come with a position statement for ensure say if the government don't play an oversight role, they get a responsibility now for correct. For go back and say, like how we talk now, if this thing go to Parliament. Parliament now go sit down look now, correct, dot the I's and cut the T's. We go make the Salon government meet back the US government say no, we don't make a mistake. We can review back this agreement. Where agreement always can get a clause for a review for amendment. So in that except in other day, but if you did it, Parliament go look at her and talk say no. This thing will not put on this way, put on this way. Then they follow the principle.
Still on the aspect of the human rights concerns where you guys say Salon they can do the dirty job for the United States.
Of course.
By sending them people also back to their original country of origin.
Yes,
Again, we get the Minister of Foreign Affairs and he make it clear say the status of them people here that when they come, they spend about 2 weeks to 90 days. And if they make voluntary request that they want to go back to their country of origin, then can allow them for go. And some, a few of them we don't come, make one of them make voluntary request. And also make it clear, say, if somebody refuse say in one for go in country of origin, and it gives tangible reason as to why in one for go, the government of Salon can sit and look into that aspect there and see what they can do. Again, some of them things here so way the conditions here so way the minister states. You think the government's not on in a better position for say they protect the set of people here so where they come rather than risk their life?
We make it very clear that all this way they talk so. These are things I can always talk if this me they can do a small country for Kandwa. What are the biggest problem for a bigger country we get resources partial don't know Ibudwa. I want to look from that layman perspective, not even look at it from the legal perspective.
Just say Sierra Leone, the United States government gets similar agreements with other countries.
That make I tell you say.
And Salon they part of the global stage.
If Salon they part of the global stage, it don't necessarily mean A do something, B for do, and you get to look at the best practice.
And why Salon for be an exception? We look at Salon getting support from the United States as a partner and one of the
Salon for be an exception.
Why?
Salon for be an exception because Salon is a country where they follow the rule of law. Now for be an exception. Now they be the example.
And
that he lead because you are a respecter of both national and regional and international laws. Now they give the exemplary position. That you not just like you are not just a country where they flout both national, regional, and international laws. None are the exception that one day. It is not because I get bilateral, I get funding from you where they support a private citizen, and a number of companies and where they even benefit from resources, from minerals. Now this country where now some U.S. citizen they run them thing and they, but companies and the way they operate. So it not necessarily means because of this. The thing is, if it has like me own opinion, when I give me candid opinion on it, I think I've been yesterday on Liberty Radio. Yeah, Liberty. I've been trying to look at what we brought up instead they try for give a reason why the government will go to that kind level of agreement there. And one of them the narrative travel ban. The other thing are the issue of this money issue, trying to get money. The other thing was like the issue of drugs, you hear me? And so, if the government need to go into the agreement genuinely, that document for don't come before Parliament. Parliament now we your house we say we get people that will represent we will go discuss for and on we own behalf. So whatever Parliament for don't come out with, and when they discuss we know say therefore don't ask people them buy in. We for don't present a position to Parliament for guide them.
The minister say he send this agreement to Parliament, even though Parliament not debate them, but he send this agreement to Parliament.
We'll not get any idea we'll not hear from any parliamentarian that they receive this document and they need for discourse. We'll not get that information.
And you not still stand by in a position say this whole agreement on the human rights aspect wrong.
Yes, we still stand and we stand by it. What's wrong today, it wrong tomorrow. And the need for review.
Okay, continue for do it inside the program. That now the Executive Secretary, Human Rights Defenders Network Salon, Alfonso Bani, where they state the network, the position and concern who then get body Salon, USA partnership, also some ECOWAS cities in the way America, they deport the come Salon as then side for continue for stay. Inside the program now we go for a break and after that we go look at another issue.
Tell me what in the stop nonsense.
You dey look for sign for keep you money and for make you business grow?
Well, na the term this so for keeping money with any community bank or financial services association wey dem dey call FSA wey dey all side na salon because dem na good party with good condition wey easy for the ordinary man.
Dem go guide you fine one, but how for manage you money for change you life and the people dem and you community. Remember say when you keep you money in a bank wey dey near you no just dey keep money for bye but you dey help you community for go before.
So wetin you dey wait? You be businessman o, farmer, petit trader, sorry art person, teacher or anybody keep you money na any community bank or FSA wey dey near you and see how your life go better.
Tell me what in the stop nonsense. Now money dey stop nonsense. Nothing no dey pressure me.
Hey! They don't do one more, they don't do one. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, the number one foreign exchange bureau in the country, they give all the customers them 1% cashback for every transaction where they make through Western Union, MoneyGram, or RIA.
Na indon so?
Not so indon so, nice K. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, don't 1% the game. So you will get from Wool, Paddy, or business partner where they send for you money through Western Union, MoneyGram, or RIA. Run go na any PC and Son shop where they all about the country. For you where they free tongue, PC and Son shop they na 16 Godrich Road Lumley, 59 Wellington Street, 31 Guard Street, 19 Frobe Road, 10 and 53 Saniabacha Street, 32 A Wilkinson Road, 9 Kuto Road, and 24 City Road Porty. For Waterloo Famulem, within a 9 A Liverpool Street, Waterloo. For Famulem where they upline, within a 76 Sky Corridor Road Corner, within a 5 Palmer Street Kabbalah, 54 Dambala Road Bow, within a number 4 Denby Street Kenema, 39 Rogbane Road Makeni, 137 Airport Ferry Road Lunge, Lagos Compound Kailaun, and 35 IDA Road, Cambia. Tell your neighbor say, PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, the 1% the game.
Cecil, do you know any shop usa I go able get quality laptop or desktop computer for buy? When I go give me wahala like the last one?
Aisha, you see this Dell computer na me hand? It don't pass 8 years from where I begin user. It no one day give me problem. Na Palestino International in shop, na 5 and 6 Gloucester Street, na they a buyer. Not to copyright Palestino they sell, na original. You see this me plasma TV, this Samsung home theater, me standing fan and mobile phone. Every day when you see them, it's like a new one. They don't pass 8 years na me hand. Palestino don't open Palestino International Computer Shop na 3 Bojon Street Bow. Also you they get all kind computer for buy. For more, just call 076 56 5432 077 80 5898. Palestino International in Computer Shop, all team dede for you.
The program Good Morning Salon, they come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We come over to Mulko Suleiman Bangura, we are expert in international relation. You don't look at the economic aspect. You describe the 1.5 million as too small for the setup or the number of people where the Salon government for receive from the United States government. You think looking at the money we describe small, this get kind of economic burden on Sierra Leone?
Well, that's the fear actually, because when you look at when you divide 1.5 million by 300 people that we're supposed to come for the year, it means $5,000 for every third country national. Instead of $5,000 there for that one person there, now you need to pull for rent hotel for them, now you need to pull for feeding, and you need to pull for reintegration. I mean, they for provide some psychosocial support for them, pay for their services, and also if then they go to another country, and they put in a plane, pay for the ticket, fly then go, and I'm sure they're going to get in some amount of money. $5,000, that's too small. I mean, you are betting on saying $5,000 will be enough for handle this one green person for send and go now in other country for Lego settle. It's a drop in the ocean.
So it for don't be the better negotiation deal.
I mean, Rwanda, 7 people, $7.5 million. This is basically one person, $1.1 million on average. That is something where you go, when you take that amount of money there, you don't actually demonstrate, say, you know, go put pressure on you limited resources in case that $1.5 million not enough. You understand? In a way, there is a highly likelihood, say, it not go be enough for handle 300 people. It's just maths. It's a simple maths.
You earlier described the relationship between Salone and the United States as one way beyond the get issue.
Yeah.
And according to you, you might think that this deal now one aspect for cement the relationship between the Donald Trump administration and that of Sierra Leone. Now but at the same time they say the deal. In terms of the money aspect, too small. Why do you think, say, Sierra Leone for don't stick on a better deal over a relationship where you already described, say, we don't become too sour?
It's a good question you ask. I like that question. So if you go back to it, I start with, I say, this is the first time we are negotiating from a position of power and a position of strength with the United States. Hardly within that position when you negotiate with the United States. Hardly. Let me tell you how Donald Trump they negotiate. He's a transactional man. If you have noticed, anytime Donald Trump they negotiate with the power where is superior over, it invites them over. You know when you invite somebody over and you host for negotiate to the person, when the person come, you intimidate the person with your ambience, your presence. It is subject the person under your authority. Whatever you present to that person, he hardly deny him. Because for let that person turn him back and walk out of your house disrespectfully, that's a no-no, it's a non-starter. You don't go want that kind of thing. So that's how Donald Trump they negotiate. This is the first time Donald Trump actually reaching out through the White House and say we need your help. Right? That's a position of strength and position of power. We give you leverage for negotiate for a better deal. That's what I'm saying. Yes, we want something, and there's also this thing about negotiating. Not make person feel say you eager too much for one thing to the point so you can get anything for getter. You understand? I mean, this is diplomacy. You cannot just throw all your rings on the table just like that. You know, give everything up. You know, keep anything under your sleeve. It's you have to be smart when you see them deal and the way they face them deal. Push, you can push. I mean, at some point they want us, they need us. This is the first time they're needing us, and they are coming out and say we need our support, we need our help, and we could have simply said, okay, this is how it is. This government make the same mistake, right? When they go into the America First global health deal, where they can present about, I think, $100 and something million, and part of the deal and part of the clauses the way the US presents to me, they say they want access to Sierra Leoneans and private medical data. That thing they go na parliament. I don't know if you even reach a parliament safe. Then sign that deal. And we not even know what's inside it. We not even know the content of that deal. Ghana refused that deal. Ghana kicked that deal out. Say no, we don't want this. We personal data, no they go. And this is exactly outside the US don't put with. So the position outside anything then give will say, oh, that's a dangerous place for them. So you for be smart enough for say no. Let's go back to the table. Let's ask for more money. Let's I mean, if una treat Rwanda this way, waiting wrong if una treat we right. You understand? Because any kind of way, we are in a partnership, a bilateral partnership with the United States. Okay. They are benefiting from us, we say they benefit from them. And this is the first time they are reaching out and say, we need your help.
Continue for the way inside the program that Moloko Sulaiman Bangwa, when an expert on international relations, where they talk about what they think about the USA Salone deal for let Salone accept US. ECOWAS deported them from America for come to the country. Inside the program now, we take with 4 set of messages and we don't send and we go on our Facebook page. This first one they take from Michael Porter. They say why America is deviating from deporting this individual to their country of origin. What is the rationale behind this?
This one from Michael Coker say any African can legally obtain our citizenship for $1,000 United States. That's part of our law.
This other one is say the deal has been signed already. All this explanation will not give assets.
This other one said the government of America can be sued for refusing people who have legal rights to stay in America.
This other one is say looking at Sierra Leone vulnerability, we can accept anything, even though maybe it's not in the interest of the country.
This other one say all those who have visa can sue the government, but not for the government to accept criminals in our country. And this comes from Lawrence Fox.
From Mystic Nadwazak, they say the arrival of the ECOWAS deportees from the United States of America has sparked mixed reactions from Sierra Leoneans. Many believe that the nation accepted the agreement in hopes of seeing the ongoing visa ban on Sierra Leone lifted.
This one again from Lawrence Fox say, we are not negotiating on the power of strength. They can still refuse U.S. visa. Furthermore, how certain are we that most of the deported people are ECOWAS citizens?
This other message, they say all of these points and considerations, I believe government is much more aware of them. There must be a better way of Sierra Leone benefiting without you people not aware.
This one from Brahma Kamara say, I think there is something hidden behind the visa ban which will kindly lift us at any time from now.
This one is say, Mr. Human Rights Network Defender, the deal has been signed, the agreement has already been agreed on. There is nothing that can be done to reverse it.
This one from Albertina say, now whose passport then they carry? Not to Sierra Leone passport?
The last one we will take, they say, if other countries who are doing well more than Sierra Leone agreed on such partnership, why not Sierra Leone?
Well, we come over to we studio guest them for respond to the first set of messages them. I'll start with you, Mr. Alfonso Bani, Executive Secretary for the Human Rights Defenders Network. What's now you take on the messages them we
I want to tell plenty thanks to the texter there, and over at least 80% of the text message from what they listen, they in support that there is a concern. Everybody raised concern about the agreement, which is very fair enough, and the same sentiment we also share. The last one, when they talk about if other countries they do well, sign the agreement, why not Sierra Leone? Why not Sierra Leone? Because we are also different. You know, let me say because you poor, you follow the rich man where they misbehave. You go follow in tactics. They classify in a different way. Everybody gets in own way of conduct and behavior. So if one person do something we're not correct legally, you know, let me say for good one. So that and the simple what is it. But all by and large is people are asking for clarity. And if there's clarification, that's my brother they talk now on that issue of economy. We can also advise if there are people in Ghana alone, when are ECOWAS citizens, and ECOWAS citizens, we get the right for move now within ECOWAS state and even sit down there, do what they do. Where is there within we lost? And so if Donald Trump they send them people in there, let's assume 300 people for Council and Sierra Leone, we know they drive them. As long as they send them back to their country, we say we think there's persecution, which that they don't breach any international law. Because they can ECOWAS citizens, and if they send them their country, they get right for Kanwa and Asalo. So if they can, one should not send them back. Now a country who said their life they at risk, then it's a plausible cause for the government. But the thing is, if we accept them, and at that I think say the government need for go sit down and discuss with Parliament that if then why they can't sit down, they don't able to go, who don't do assessment, who not able to go, they stay naya, who not go to send them because of persecution. Then this money it need for the Kami brother I talk. Then I tell that the government for say una step up. That's the only two things.
Increase the
yes, that's the only two they talk say the government don't do the right thing, but the United States need for bear the economic responsibility.
Okay, over to you, Moloko. You just listen to a full set of message them. You will respond, please.
Yeah, the message you're playing. I don't know if you know how to start, but I also say thanks to the texters. Yeah, I mean, it's good that we get diverse views and diverse opinion around this issue. But one thing we don't go on record, Mr. Gbanilo asked that question repeatedly: why the US not initiate the no go lieutenant in country of origin? Well, the US don't posit say, they don't stand say. the country did not take them, and some man not even when they tell us now you citizen, this is not all citizen than they Sierra Leone even though refused at some point back in 2016, 2017 when they count where the bar repatriate some citizens them back now. So we're not going to take them. We will take citizens actually. I'll make this clear. In the past we don't take citizens where the US don't deport back home. One or two we don't the kaya. So in fact there was a time where some beach kind of so where they became on a CID where they didn't come from the Caribbeans. They may struggle now sometime now. So because we decide for access. So this is not the first time this don't happen. But the US basically are sending them back because they don't know who side and so we agree say okay look. We they look at only the ECOWAS. We Sabi Yusuf. We know how we do. We know how come out, and we can identify. And according to the principle and according to the minister, he say all the way down they already come. So they are not felons. Those are like people that will commit bad crime. People that will either overstay or commit immigration offenses. Just minor offenses way then they count. So based on the human rights and fears now that if somebody actually left in country seeking asylum for safety reasons and safe havens, and you send on the back, then you don't violate the principles of refoulement. But I'm glad that the minister make that clear. Say then they set up a committee. Anybody will say they go back now in country so I come up because of the fear of torture or within that, they can look at the case review and make the person stay. My only concern, like I say, that money is small.
Okay, continue for the with me inside the program Good Morning Salon. Now not time for go for music break, and after that the program they continue.
You know what time it is?
Yeah. Youth man, question time. Youth man, question time. If we learn for ask questions of things them where they happen now with sweet nation, you name the resources. Waiting then don't benefit this nation from independence to 50 years of celebration. Where they make you man and they think I'm say something for them better. If we still under British colonization. But man, they still not a question. Should be one of the richest countries in the world, but we still why we not a question? Why poor people just the poor? They rank and then they better. Why? Waiting do we not a question? Why make na salon no more the young nor they grow? Oh salon. Why we not a question? Why make na no more education nor they grow? Oh salon, how the internet slow. Now so we slow anyone then give me say oh. Big development, corruption, first position, clap for us. Me, I know that's such occupation.
Please to come for sponsor.
If una kill we slow, una shoot we right on sight. Yeah, maybe then they go better. Everybody say na 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 na. Everybody say na 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 na. Step better go I go try all the best. Yes, I go try for unite this generation. Sabotage me, make them misunderstand the intentions. Making away smart, but must ask you the question. One day, mama, why we still live on the same condition? Why? By then it go be big question. And you go answer mama, papa, begin confrontation. All this for eating a fireball. Now we all young and not done on the cost them. And we they see them when I say them not for ask una nothing. Why? How long for the ala for the moment? As 2-3 months pass so. Next man said you wait for you to for pattern a boy. How in this country gets? How come they no able share among 6 million population? We know they ask questions to the tax savior. As they reach there so Papa God you know. Now for them seven and family and say them go.
Well if Salon for get 50 million people.
Hey you left.
Who don't die? Man they not reach 6 million self man in the suffer. So you want to add 40-something million people back. Who will not cham who say?
Politics me. I know that's such occupation.
As you do for we inside the program. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program where they take one per we headline story. Also, people like Kissy Road by Loxley and Huggins Street, now east of Freetown, don't confirm say about 3 people damaged after we 5-story building for them Tuesday, May 26 this year, na the community. Then people here be make this confirmation to Radio Democracy for sake the disaster will happen at Kissy Road at the eastern part of Freetown. Also, one unfinished 5-story building before dawn. Well, for more on this, make we join Sonia Bell as he gonna report.
Building collapse. Now one we don't come on a salon like the capital city Freetown. Outside plenty time can get reports of building them waiting for them, and this now one we don't they kill plenty people. Reports show say plenty time where them building they yakin for them now due to substandard material where contractor them can use for build. The recent one gets for do with one 5-story building where for them Tuesday morning, May 26 this year, between Huggins and Loxley Street, Kissy Road, now the eastern part of Freetown. This make Radio Democracy be rush na the scene for no way to make this 5-story building for them and talk to some eyewitness them wey been there around before this building for them.
So by then 1 o'clock, we hear Mr. Mimahala, Jesus! We don't go come inside. Instead of the flex for come inside, now take him. I go pin on a door. I saw blood they go on outside. I can't see the picking back. I put on a door.
And some of we know because we get a famous business who can keep coming, who they dig Katana. So we may not debate on this construction with the gun. We know the debate on now. We know say this construction, you know, be standard. The material they may use, you know, be so standard for short building like this. That particular place, na waterlogged area. Very close neighbors there, where they around to this particular place where happen. We always concerned to ADMA.
This is happening na me lay down inside. I just say every sound, but I not be able to catch up say as quick na this house 9 for them. 5-story house where the NEPA build, not to all also. From then, when I grab, I felt I open the doors, the doors don't take all side. You know, if you open your eyes for watch, because you want open your mouth now, coffee the cough.
But same like this way building keep for them. One king wants for know if people them damage or die. We make, I talk to Alhaji Mohammed Conte, when a neighbor to the building wait for them, and now this even gets for sale.
Well, we not get nobody to die, actually. But we get about 3 people in force, we get injured. Then the one a girl picking, but the one girl picking in foot be fasting, so they can fetch a complete 3 to 4 hours. So we got make the able puller, then we don't fetch to at least 5 o'clock, then carry on emergency.
From the eyewitness explanation and also the neighbor account, make a talk to Judge Balogu Davis. When I want for the people them, where the building before don't the same way it they inside in room.
God bless everybody. They begin a room, now they go sleep there. They begin a sleep, so they sleep. So at around 1, you know, I really don't know. At around 1, just hearing some kind of ugly sound. Then I wake up and Allah Jesus. You see, from the very first day where they float. Then send the motor, they all camp at my wife in plazas. I go police come warn them and this and that. Then the second time back again, I go to the same police and Ross Road, go report them. Then still adamant, they still continue for do what they're not supposed to do. You see, and this old place now water area this, and the kind structure them put that kind soil, you know, accommodates that kind of structure. This 5-story, and other one they put up so for make 6. So if na Sunday this thing they happen during the day, you know, death for don't take place.
The Ministry of Works and Public Assets, now the body way responsible for construction business, we make the minister, Dr. Dennis Sandy, been gone at the scene and talk about the reason we make this building been for done.
It means that really we have a lot to do. And there are certain things this world, we as water managers, but for me as minister, it means we need to work together, not only as stakeholders, but when people know say what they are doing in terms of construction and infrastructure development in this country, it's not going to the standards them, it's wrong. You know, we just employ any kind of contractor. We have a whole Ministry of Works and Public Assets. We have the National Institute of Engineers. And so for every stage of construction, for every level you go up, if you come to the one they will know, inspect, monitor, advise you. So they don't come to the Ministry of Works, they don't come to the engineers, they go about doing their own construction, have us here and there, and they think everybody is a contractor in this country. Not everybody is a contractor. Now look at Kisiro.
Dr. Dennis Sandy and for call on people where they build. For the monitor them building projects them, for CISE, the contractor them use the right material where go prevent them building them, not for them. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mina Sonia Bell, they report.
From that, the program, Good Morning Salon, they continue. And inside the program now also, we go try for look at another issue. And this issue gets for do with one Director General for the Salon Railway Development and Regulatory Authority, Engineer Albert Ford. We say government work now for CC train begin on back na Salon. I talk this inside our interview with Radio Democracy, where if they talk about government in plan for come back with railway, as it say railway transportation go improve movement of people all over the country and help address the current transportation challenge where plenty people will get. For more on this issue, let us listen to a reporter, Fenella Thornton.
Long before Poda, Okada, and plenty motor take over the road them na Salon, train be then at the center of transportation all over the country. The railway system be the connect Freetown with upline, make movement easy for business people, government workman them, and other people them where be the travel all over Salon.
The train for Bo in no one grief for go. The train for Bo in no one grief for go. That train for Bo itaya because he no get fire. That train for Bo he no angry for go. He go. Driver do ya give am plenty fire. Driver do ya give am plenty fire. That train for Bo itaya because he no get fire. That train for Bo he no angry for go. He go right there. The fireman able get the fire now wait for able push the piston. They move now, they go now. It became a popular song during railway at that particular time.
For understand more about the history and how railway can Salon, the education and outreach officer na the Salon National Railway Museum, Patrick Masakoy, we get this for say.
When we talk about the railway, they start the first engine for let it move in 1896. But this railway, the Cowtown force, we for good they take the weight people that would have been the up his station, count the Naton, and they will command them. Then later on, then they say this year for good they go upline now for car with goods, go with passengers, them, cargo goods, they wait for cargo upline. If express they left 8 o'clock, it means you should be there 7. Like now one passenger there inside, the train is leaving at 8. So even the one that way they not go school, they were very much conscious of time.
Patrick Masakoy continue for talk about the different routes them where train be they use na Salon.
After we do steam, they begin mover now from here. They go as far as Songo. From Songo, they move they go Mabang. They go right through Rotifung, go Bawia. From Bawia, Yoyema, Moyamba, Kangaon, Mopasike, Mano, Tabi, Bu, Jiriu, Yomandu, Bauma, Blama, Kenema. From Kenema, then go Hanga, Shegbima, Daru, Pendembu. Now they be stopped at the eastern part, about 227 miles. So Obaya na the mountain train. Now from his station, it can all the way sing na hill, it can Wilberforce, Brookfields, there Campbell Street, PWD. That Congo cross bridgeway, so the one where they down, now they the train they pass, now in this. The one where they up in at the Motoka road around it. Then you get the other one where they pass through Tembeton. Yeah, now the route stand the way it take through Tembeton for go up Wilberforce. Now be in line this way from train station all the way to Pendebu. So it go all the way. The last station there is Water Street. Now how they call the bus station? Where train be there and I be in your main station and
the current generation no know wetin na rail. They only hear am na history. But this BNTM, government be appoint engineer Dr. Albert Ford as Director General for the Salon Railways Development and Regulatory Authority. We make a turn to ram and ask if government get any plan
for reintroduce train na Salone.
The government of Salone gets plans for reintroduce railway. Salone used to get railway for transport of both people and goods. But that railway was closed in 1974, 1975. So what the government want to do now is, through the president's vision, is to reintroduce the rail, where we also go use for transport of goods and people.
The rail transportation cheaper and fast compared to motorcar, bike, and keke. People believe say if rail system dey na Salone, that go ease the transportation and make plenty people where they live na the city able live out of the city and can walk where they know say them go able reach their destination quick. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mina Fenela Edith Staunton, the report.
Well, from that report day, the program Good Morning Salone, they continue, and as we don't tell una today inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salone, we know say this are the day of Muslim them all over the country, and Salone serve the part of the celebration as they celebrate the Eid al-Adha. And Radio Democracy get for talk to some staff them when a Muslim. We don't go out there for observe this day, for let them tell we what in this day mean to them, how they atalic in terms of the celebration. And on the line now they get one of we staff between Alassane Bangura. Good morning and welcome to the program. Hello, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, listeners.
Okay, happy Eid al-Adha.
We wish you the same.
So as a Muslim, where they observe this day, take we through what in this day mean to you first.
This day is a very special day. This is a day we Muslims and they celebrate for honor the day we Prophet Abraham, we then call out the Bible, we are Ibrahim in Islam, being offered for sacrificing Pekin. And now a day this week got to replace with sheep instead of in Pekin, I replace of sheep. So this is a special day for every Muslim. When they observe, you got to give the opportunity for slaughter sheep. And after the prayer, where we don't pray, people don't get for going to them and show here the creature we don't get, but then slaughter them and share among Muslims. Them.
So
like a day of sharing, day of peace, a day of love.
Okay, so now whose part exactly they describe to we the atmosphere? This idea they want to say plenty Muslim people can put on them best attire and look good. How Italic now this how it is right now.
The atmosphere there in the east part of Freetown, we are Colatilo Allentown. Colatilo, we again I see a lot of people between them, woman them and 20 man them, they feel long flock. And we are here is seen as a share salam, peace and love among themselves. And the place is unique, very decent attires, and the people and show them the new clothes and go buy special material for this special day for celebration for observance. And you see very unique faces across the field. And the field almost on the flop now. And not only we wait now for the officiating imam for can lead the way, then schedule for be 9 o'clock.
So for you, how you look like? Describe you look at your outfits to we listen and view them.
I think I wear attire in white. Okay. Designed with green and black. We meet been do for me. Now well presently very unique and very nice. And as I talk to you, if you be happy for seeing me, you're gonna see us indeed it's especially for every Muslim.
So at this moment, you get any Muslim family or friend out there where you go and send a Eid al-Adha, wish to?
I send a special Eid al-Adha wish to Miss Sadi. They connect presently. I wish Eid al-Mubarak. And also me elder brother with the Abadin with Mohammed Bangura. I also wish happy Eid al-Mubarak and the entire family and friends across Sierra Leone. I wish and every Muslim really observe this day. I wish happy Eid al-Mubarak.
Okay, plenty thank you to you, Alassane Bangura, for that update today on the Eid al-Adha celebration at the community day and waiting this mean to honor when a Muslim them.
Thank you very much, Abshikaro.
Okay, well, that's one of the staff them, Alassane Bangura. We tell we but the Eid al-Adha celebration in community way day. We will talk to a few more of we staff them also where they celebrate this day and we try forget Mastan soiree on the line where for can tell we out them na the area they celebrate this day and waiting this day actually mean to them as somebody we also na Muslim. On the line now, we dey try forget Mastan Sware, we will talk to, we will give you the same update.
Well, of course, as we mentioned earlier, for say we dey try for get we colleague Mastan Sware, we go can give updates on the area where it is with regard the Eid al-Adha celebration. Good morning, Mastan, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, the democracy. Good morning, Salam. Salam alaikum.
Today na Eid al-Adha, we normally refer to as Spray Day. Before we start for look at the description about the environmental day, what in this day mean for Una as Muslims then?
Alright, so this media, so people can follow the issue because it involves sacrifice of animal and also na a way we use for celebrate, laugh and also share among the Muslims. And also this na a day we use to obey Allah in command from Prophet Abraham. A message where they happen with the and where Allah began Allah the commander to collect a message sacrifice. So this is a day of sacrifice and a day of celebration and for people to promote peace among the Muslims.
We know say una prepare now for go on a various masjid them for go pray. For the side where you dey right now, you can describe the scene how intellect now for people where they plan now for go pray.
Well, currently I don't know the eastern part of Lisbon when I locust mock by the beach. The place really colorful. At the present place is beautiful. Muslima them for them beautiful attire them is very colorful for the Muslim them. The people them also dressed so well and also everybody put on a beautiful hijab and a beautiful attire. This day you no need to go buy expensive clothes for come show house. Just need for wear your best clothes. So I think now that place of the presently where we best clothes them also can worship Allah.
Just like what you say in a day where Muslims then they gathered various side for offer prayer as a day of sacrifice. For Una, you know somebody we always look for look good. As of now, this very moment, you can describe your attire as to how you look like presently.
Well, I wear lace, colored lace, the color green with wine and peach, and also I get a very dark color hijab and get me wine shoe and me wine bag. So it's a celebration and also it's a form of way we celebrate among each other with love and peace. And also there's no way we best clothes. So I'm your best clothes now today.
All right. Okay. But before we left you can send out greetings to people out there in terms of the Eid al-Adha celebration.
Come again.
You can send greetings with regard to the Eid al-Adha celebration. You can send greetings to people out there. Wish them the day.
All right, so Eid Mubarak to every Muslim and everyone around the world. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wishes them a grant we have desires and accept the prayers them and we ask them will be made yesterday and also today. Assalamu alaikum and have a very beautiful Eid celebration.
Well, we serve the wish you and others them Eid al-Adha as soon as they prepare now for go now on a various masjid them for go offer prayer. With that now one of we reporter Mastan Sware where they presently in the locust field as they observe the current atmosphere and situation as Muslims that they prepare for go pray.
Where they out there for observe and celebrate this day. On the line now, we get Musa Kamara. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning, Q, and good morning to listeners and viewers of Radio Democracy.
Happy Eid al-Adha.
Thank you very much.
So now you point now of standing as Usa you do now for observe this day and make your prayer.
Ade na Victoria Park.
Okay, tell me how it look like at this moment.
Yes, Victoria Park has always been jam-packed because yana 3 mosques in the pray every year we na the Hausa Mosque, na Savu Street, we get the Susu Mosque, na James Street, and we get the Timini Mosque. So then 3 mosques here, na the Yom Jamade and Kimprina here. As always, the central last time we populated, always here the jam packed.
Okay.
But I not see the jam packed as in for me, like the Ramadan prayer, and that the place not jam packed like that today.
Okay.
And the church just announced that anytime from now the officiating imam they come inside and prayer they come, because at least the prayer for start 9 o'clock, so then just get a little bit pulled up.
So when are the actual essence of this particular day for Una Wina Muslim then?
It's about the belief of the Prophet Abraham. We sacrifice in Peking. We decide for sacrifice in Peking, and we got test them. So God being test them for sacrifice in Peking, but we on the verge of doing that. It been at the end of the day, God sheep will sacrifice. So it's about belief and sacrifice, and also sharing during this period. They make this the prayer of sacrifice. You find out the people with the Mecca now, they perform the Hajj. Everybody therefore kill sheep for ensure they observe observe that this day, and also go in line with the belief and faith of the Prophet, who be decided for sacrifice in Yom Kippur. But God at the end of the way don't see this person get the iman. I mean the belief for sacrifice in Yom Kippur on the Yom command. He replaced in Kippur with goat or with sheep rather. So they make this the prayer of sacrifice. Plenty people they kill sheep today and share them with neighbor them, share them with friends them.
Okay.
So that's the essence of this and demonstrate that the belief of the Prophet Abraham, the sacrifice we make, and all these things.
So you self get for kill sheep and share them among family and friends?
I don't plan that. I don't plan that. Yes, I don't plan that. But as always, me, I come up from, I get my own Papa, now your Papa in Africa, always every year after prayer we can go and kill the oath. So as they kill the oath, making always the be and they observe.
At this time, then you say Muslim them na salon ki put on them best in terms of attire and looking good. For you now, waiting, how you look like? Describe to me your attire what you put on.
Well, I'm not good in description, but like you say, I put on the best, and everybody now they print feel. Someone put on kaftan, and I put on the best now than even the Ramadan prayer, because I just wear the kaftan, but this time around I get for so it's full clothes.
Okay.
And me and my family will be not print feel now.
So you get anybody where you go and send a Hidu Hada wish to at this moment? Any family or friend?
I just want to send them to listeners and viewers of Red Democracy, and send them to una from the studio at this moment for all the fourth way. A lot of we colleagues them at the institution, na Muslims there, una sacrifice and go back to work and all the station running. I want to send them to una and we listeners and viewers them.
Okay, plenty thank you to you, Musa Kamara, for that update day on the celebration of the Eid al-Adha.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, that's now the voice of Musa Kamara, as we talk to some of our colleagues them when are Muslim, where they observe and celebrate the Eid al-Adha, where they tell we waiting this day mean how important it be and why did they celebrate it. Well, the program Good Morning Salon, they continue.
Well, inside the program we come now the studio and come to we studio guest them at start. We come over to you, Mulkum Suleiman Bangura, we na expert, international relation expert. You don't talk about the economic aspects and other things. At this stage, already the government don't sign this agreement, and we don't start for receive some of them deportees them. Yeah, what you think say need for be done at this point in time?
Well, I think we need to explore every avenue like I say, I've listed my areas of critique. Also, I feel say government and through the minister didn't get or they could have done better. What can be done is explore possibilities for see if they can review and amend, this agreement for make at least whatever is being catered for. The resources now run out and go affect, the limited resources we available in this country. Because honestly, now when I do the math, right, $5,000 for each. I know which I don't factor in now the fact that them money in the way they can't inside, right? They can't through the banks, and we can't through the banks they cut COT, cost of transaction. Whatever they do. Whatever agencies they ever deal with, they ever handle NIA, other taxes, withholding tax, and stuff like that. So we even further reduce our $5,000, right? So I feel like the governments need to sit back and look at how much it will cost for handle one person. Probably that whole thing was not really properly looked at. And then see if they can review and go back to the U.S. government and say, look, this is a situation, we need more money.
What in a situation the U.S. government say, we don't sign this agreement, there is no need for let we negotiate again?
Well, our fault, because this is why we need for don't do due diligence before we accept such a deal. It will be a blow to we face, because honestly speaking, we know take that kind of delay, and we bear the cost, from national resources. For repatriate 10 people in it will be unfair to its people. That's not how the TCNA
agreement there is funding for this whole agreement, and now they talk say we as a nation for bear the cost.
Yes,
bear the cost in what way?
I just don't do the maths just now. So I try for say based on let's say 300 people already can inside, right, and they don't give $1.5 million. I think I don't know if I me maths. Maybe my mathematics can be wrong. But what I try to say is this: when you look at the cost of people already can inside, that money first of all they go to banks, not so. And they go to banks. Banks they cut VAT, they cut cost of they cut. So that money first of all get for reduced through processing fees. Okay, and then now for each person where they come, you get for allocate certain resources to that person there. All right, that person the way they allocate that amount of resources they one feeding the inside the hotel fees, rehabilitation, reintegration, and if the person want to go back now in country, you need just go start life. You get for get some package.
Government on the other hand say this money they can't directly to government. There is a private institution where government already don't contract
Canvas solution.
For CC they handle everything. You think in the future there is possibility for let government deep into their own account for fund this project?
Well, the risk is if the money run out and Canvas Solutions not get enough resources, then can you abandon people in there, and that's something we know.
And what's not the potential threats to the nation?
If they abandon them, then we will get people who not even know who side them come out. We don't even know who side they go. We don't even know. We get limited details in terms of what they want, and then we don't go in breach. Of the agreement, because the agreement is one who don't want to go back, we for go. Who don't want to go, we can set up a committee, and that committee they get for mitigate a cost. Now it's a cost to it, and then we figure out who side the people and they get for go. If the money run out, if that money they run out, then all of those processes we are in breach, and then it's unfair to the ECOWAS citizens there, and then even the nation now they are at risk, because now you can't have that person there. Who knows? When somebody like that come back, side for sleep, you not get team for eat, you not get to that kind of job forget, you are putting that person in a very precarious position.
Okay, continue for the with we Molko Sulaiman Bangwa. Over to you, Mr. Agbani. We know some of the key, human rights consideration we government for don't get in place, or if they go back to the drawing board, we know the things same waiting for put into consideration.
Thank you very much. I will just speak from we recommendations where we put, and they go squarely fit in the event government will go review. We talk about, I know they go again on the issue of make the team public, but we'll talk about let them clearly put the legal status and the rights of the deportees when they come for counsel in Sierra Leone. We for know. Therefore they make them clear to the public about their legal status. The other thing that we talk to them for guarantee that no deportee no go be detained arbitrarily, or they will return them now in country which they go face persecution.
Okay.
Where now one of the basis, and if they review it, they create opportunity for the government for make an argument. The other thing we talk about, say, therefore, ensure, say, no individual, they render and stateless. When my brother don't talk now, in the event that came by a solution, move away, then people don't know them for the, we as a government, who don't already automatically render them stateless, will not for do it. So, in this context, if government now, they take this document now to parliament, we some of we go provide some technical support to the legislative for see how they go able to tie them up. Now some of the gray area there now government go put because government made the rush for do this agreement. It was an oversight, and any agreement you can review is subject to amendment. Okay. So parliament also just say now A, B, C, and D. And why would they push them? They support the concern of me brother and I. We talk about the money small, and for many people to understand, the UK government been get an agreement with Rwanda years back by 2023 for 7 people, for repatriate 7 people. At the end of the day, now only 4 people can go. But guess what happened? In 2023, the UK government paid the Rwanda government 240 million pounds in 2023. And then paid up straight. And the next money was about 50 million if I don't do in 2024. But by December 2025, the internal the interior minister we don't win way for take over the office in talks that period where the UK government and Rwanda government don't go into this agreement, the UK government don't spend almost 700 million pounds salary. So they terminate the agreement. The Rwanda government take UK government to the Hague, na court. They say UK government still owe them 100 million. Imagine they don't pay for 240 million. Then therefore pay them compensation of 6 million. Here we are talking about 300 people and $1.5 million. Okay. Yanda they talk about with the UK government, just 4 people where they just transfer $240 million. So if we receive them people here as West African citizens, we not to for breach one of the recommendations that we say that they not go send them in their country where they go face persecution and then go stay in a salon, which means the Trump administration need for bear the economic cost of them people there for stay. So that 1.5 million, it don't mean anything in terms of if they are there, they stay now, we will not go carry them go back as a nation, we will not breach international laws. So the government get an opportunity for make an argument that some of them people there will not able to send them go back and they not voluntarily agree for go. So because when they stay, this money not sufficient enough. And if the government they push that one day, the US government one fall short of that one day, that now we on roll as civil society institution, human rights organization for pile pressure on the United States government for take action, and we can use with colleagues in the United States for pressurize the United States government that they are in breach and they are violating the rights of deportees while they stay in Sierra Leone.
Continue for the with me inside the program, and now na time for take a second set of messages, and I will take some from my YouTube channel. And this first one where they read from Abdullahi Conte say they did it the Trump way, no consultation.
This one from Mike Porter on Facebook page says sending those people in their country of origin from Sierra Leone is a human rights abuse. I remember the first repatriation in our country during the war in Sierra Leone, in Kenema district to be specific, Tonkia. I was part of that repatriation, and it was the wrong move. Why, as we reach, while the people in queue, I was hearing those on the ground threatening those we brought in the community that as we leave, they are going to be killed. They're going to be killed. I have nothing to say because I was a worker in an organization which I cannot call the name, from Sierra Leone authorities too.
Another message again from our YouTube page where they come out from Prince King. They say, you are very true, Mr. Bangura. The deal is good, but the cash agreed on is too small.
This one from Lawrence Fox on Facebook page say, stop the exploitation. We want to have the train now.
This other one from Prince King again. They say, Mr. Agbani, the fact is USA will never send criminal to another. They will keep them in prison, finish their jail terms. These people are deported because they lack proper documentation.
This one from Lawrence Fox said the ministry gave approval for the building to be building. Let them stop the exploitation. They are all responsible for what is happening.
From we YouTube page, again, this person, they say, Mr. Agbani, are you saying that the other countries that agreed to the same agreement do not follow laws? What about our state? What about our sisters that were deported to Ghana? Ghana did not follow the right procedure?
This one from Mystic said the arrival of the ECOWAS deportees from the United States of America has sparked mixed reaction among Sierra Leoneans. Many believe that the nation accepted the arrangement in hopes of seeing the ongoing U.S. visa ban on Sierra Leone lifted.
Okay, because of time, that will be the last set of messages we will take. And when they come to the studio guests and for respond, we'll start with you, Mr. Bangor.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, the TCNA agreement is not a bad agreement for nations and for going to, especially Sierra Leone. We push back, and I can't overstate this. $5,000 for one individual too small. Because 1.5 million. If you divide it by 300 now, $5,000, and that $5,000, even that's if they are threat. Because like I say, when you send them money, they come or send them through the banking system. They have to cut charges, they have to pay taxes, withholding taxes, they have to pay staff, administrative costs. So further slash that money down to probably like $3,000 per citizen. We think it's too small. We are at risk. We stand the risk for make the people and bear the burden for take care of them people there. So if the money not enough,
so what you will let us recommendation in case there is a reconsideration?
I would really want for they really go back to the table, they really sit down, review the cost for handle one person, and then come back and let them tell the citizens, say, no worry, we don't review the cost, and based on the calculations, the country not going to pay for this. And in consultation with people who get sense past me, people who don't dig into the business, the human rights also, Mr. Agbani, I mean, then there is a very valid point, of course, from their own side, because they're supposed to protect citizens. You make somebody stateless. Try for help, and to the point you make the person life worse and situation worse. So they need to come back, review, let them see how best they can able for amend this deal, and go back to the US and say this money not going to do. We miscalculated. What can be done for because now thank God now 25. Then they send I think every year or so, every month. I don't know.
According to the minister, 9 don't count for us.
Yeah, it's not about 25 then they send. So I mean, until all of the can one time. If the money done, tell them say the money not done. If they let them send more money for what they call, but this is a lesson to win at this country. Make we not just rush and go sign deals. Make we really they look at these deals, take a forensic look at them deals there. You do proper analysis, we see them, and this don't happen over and over again as alone. Where people they rush for make deals, they need to consult professionals that we sabi for really analyze them deals there. When we come back and affect we as Sierra Leoneans. It has to stop.
Plenty thank you to you, Moluko Sulaiman Bangura. We are an expert on international relations. We be getting your point on the USA Salon deal for let Salon accept ECOWAS deportee them where they pull come out America. Over to you, Mr. Agbani. What are your conclusion?
My conclusion is that they still remind the one they will say message that if waiting wrong is wrong, not to because of the country do you say for do. If you wrong, you wrong. We just erase. If other countries not raise them, we erase them. And there are 16 ECOWAS countries. Majority no take. Why we they take? You get for begin ask the question. Then somebody they talk about say America no they send criminals they keep them there. Able law will follow the trend. The number of people that they take care go in another country where they go put them now one of the worst prisons. So law will follow. Law not just talk because we want for talk or because the country don't get it. All what they say is we not there against government signing treaties or bilateral treatment. We not there against even the agreement. We there against the human rights laws the way they don't breach inside this agreement. If they make the agreement public, we they advise the government. All what we want is let the government do the right thing. We go ensure say people the way they come will not violate their rights as a country. Will not be a conduit for America for the use for them people in there. So now that will the try for call on the government. If the government review, we're ready for provide technical support and provide guidance to even legislative in ensuring that America bear the economic cost of the citizens when they send us alone.
Plenty Thank you to you for being with us inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon. That's the Executive Secretary Human Rights Defenders Network Salon, Alphonse Ogbani, where we talk about the human rights aspect on the Salon USA agreement. Usai Salon don't agree for accept 300 ECOWAS citizens where they deport from America and come Salon. Also, we get Molko Sulaiman Bangura, where we talk about the agreement, but in your point now on the financial agreement is say the amount we Salon agree to for accepting people here when are ECOWAS citizen from America to Salon too small, as I say, government need for go back now the drawing board and do a better negotiation. Well, plenty thank you to now to be with studio guests inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon.
Thank you. Well, fumbling because of time. Now we go bring down the curtain for today's edition of the program Good Morning Salon. Plenty thank you to the production teams helped to Kalonwe produce the program with support from Yeno Kabia. Plenty thank you to Mary Kamara Bangura. We make una say we now with social media platforms and also DJ Sugar King for technical support. So till we meet again, Mina Adeyemi Jackson, they say goodbye.
And it's up to you, Kalonwe. They say it other to all we listen to them out here and happy holiday. Continue for listening to Radio Democracy and